Hey, coming up on today's episode, it is all about the Makerbot. Hey, you're watching Pixel.info, the show about 3D, video, and web. I'm today's host, Ekin, and today it is all about the Makerbot. We're going to take a close look at some tips and tricks on getting some awesome 3D prints.
And the form is sculptured into a faithful bodily expression of the full-sized line drawing.
We've seen tons of great 3D prints coming out of the Makerbot, but most owners just want to know what settings to use. So today we're going to show you how to set up your Makerbot to get those bigger and better prints. Let's check it out.
The stylists convert the smaller sketches into full-sized renderings.
If you're planning on making bigger prints, you'll need to make sure your raft support can stick to the platform to prevent those corners from warping. Remember to clean the surface after each print. When calibrating your platform, make sure the sheet of paper has a slight tug on the extruders. If you have a dual replicator, one of your extruders might hang lower than the other. You can add a small piece of tape to offset the height and level the extruder. Also make sure to re-level the platform while your Makerbot is building a raft. Make sure your base layer is squished, but not too squished. Pay attention to where the air is flowing in the room. Cold drafts can cause problems to the prints, so keep your Makerbot away from those AC vents. You can try installing flaps on each sides of the Makerbot to minimize draft and maintain those warm temperatures. Gcode. If your Gcode fails while generating, you could try using an earlier version of SkinForge. You can edit your version by going to the File menu under Gcode and Gcode Generator. Also, if your model is too big to print, make sure you scale it down in your 3D program and not in Replicator G, because it may cause your Gcode to fail. When printing multiple size objects, you should make individual profiles for each size. To create your custom profile, go to the File menu, Gcode, and Edit Slicing Profile. Make a duplicate of the default profile and name it the size you want. And under the Craft section, you want to click on the Raft button. Here you'll want to adjust the settings of the raft based on the size of your print. You can follow our show notes to get the right settings for your print. After you made sure the model fits in the printing area, make sure to place it on the build platform. Under the Model tab, click Move, Center, and Put on Platform. If you want a sturdy and more dense print, you can change your settings when generating the Gcode to the following. Remember, these settings will cause a slower print, but it will be much higher quality. Once the toolpath is generated, you can adjust the platform temperature in the Gcode tab. Find the line below and you can edit the settings here. You'll also want to delete the line in the code that says Create Anchor. Removing this line will prevent the bot from actually making an extra line of plastic that diagonally crosses over the support raft. This could cause the bottom of your print to come detached, so try removing this for every print. Make sure you hit Save before you save to the SD card or send to your printer. And when your print is done, you'll want to use a spatula or a business card to gently wedge off the raft from the platform, but you need to be careful not to scrape off your lovely tape. Use a razor blade to remove the raft from the base of the model. Alright, and time for some Tinkercad tips.
To model the detailing for the finished design, a pliable material is needed.
You can right-click and hold down the Shift key to move around the canvas of your object. To avoid those grouping issues, consider only grouping the objects that need to be cut. You can double-click on grouped objects to make adjustments to individual objects in that group. When building objects with multiple holes, consider grouping the holes as a solid and then setting the group as a whole. Use the workplane helper to make constrained adjustments to your objects. You can click on different sides of an object to reposition the transform controls. And last but not least, make sure the model will fit inside the replicator build area. Alrighty, and there you have it, custom settings for lovely custom prints. Be sure to check out our website for show notes for all the details and links to forums and sources. Also be sure to follow our models on Tinkercad under the hashtag planters and games. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Until next time, guys, thanks for watching.